Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's class, we will be focusing on twisting postures. We will try to find some length and mobility in the spine. So let's get started in a standing position with some traditional spinal twists. So keeping your feet about hips width apart, hands across the chest, elbows parallel to the floor. I just want you to twist to one side, back to center, exhale and twist to the other. When doing this move, just remember this does not happen to your knee. That is not going to help the knee joint. If you really want to do this twist with the bend in the knee, then remember to lift the heel up as well, just to help keep the knee grounded. But keep the bottom. I prefer if you just keep the bottom part of the body frozen as if it's solid like a tripod, and then move just the top of the body, because that is when you will get a twist in the spine. So join me and let's continue doing this for at least 10 more rounds. Remember, you use momentum here, momentum to twist a little deeper, continuing to look at the elbows as you move, trying to keep the body below the waist fixed as it is. Couple more rounds. As you do more of these, you will find a greater range of motion. And then last one, back to center, release. Taking the legs a little wider this time, we will do standing spinal twist. Taking hands parallel to the floor. On an exhale bend, take the right hand to the left toes. Inhale up. Exhale the other side and up. You can widen the distance between the legs, whatever is comfortable. Let's do this for 5 rounds. Exhale down, up. Exhale, up. Round 1. 4 more. Keep going at your own pace. I'm keeping the count. 3rd round and up. Exhale down and up. 2 more to go and 1 and back and up. Last one. Exhale, inhale up, exhale to the other side, inhale up. We will now just hold this a bit. Come down, grab hold of your left ankle with your right hand and look up and twist. You can bring your left arm across to touch the right thigh if accessible, or you can just keep it pointing towards the sky. Whatever's comfortable. Let's just be here for 3 more. 2, 1, rise up and the other side. Left hand to the right ankle, right hand up to the sky, or it grabs the opposite leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. While you're here, just come into this semi-forward bend. And 5, just resetting and neutralizing the spine. 4, 3, don't go too deep, just be there halfway. 2, navel pulled in. 1, and on an inhale, rise up. Join both the feet together. Let's begin with the rest of the practice. Come into a tabletop position on the mat. 90-degree angles at the shoulders and the hips. On an inhale, take the right hand up to the sky, open the chest. Exhale, slide the hand underneath and back. Let me show it to you on this side as well. Inhale, left hand up, and exhale, slide the hand down. Let's just do this 3 times on each side. And then on the 3rd round, we will slide the hand all the way through. Bring the right shoulder to the floor, left hand up, and hold this Parshva Balasana variation. So join me now. Right hand up first. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slide. Up for 2. Exhale. 3rd one. Inhale, up. And exhale, slide the hand all the way through. Right shoulder on the floor. Left hand across, overhead. And try to open out the chest, almost so that it's like at a 90-degree angle to the floor. It won't be, but that's like the goal. What tends to happen with the hips is they fall to the side. So shift the hips so that they stay in the original position. Every time you twist, remember the twist happens against a grounding force. So you have to keep the lower body static and move the upper body, or do the opposite to find the most movement or intensity in your twisting postures. Slowly release. Come back to tabletop. Let's repeat this on the other side now. Left hand up for 1. Inhale. Exhale, slide. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up for 3. And this time exhale. Slide it all the way through. Take the right hand up overhead and let's hold this here. Again, remember the hips will tend to fall to the right side. Shift them back up. Keep them level. Keep pressing the left hip towards the left side of the body and keep pressing your left hand towards the right side. Remember that it is 2 opposing movements which will create a twist. Let's be here for a few more breaths. Opening out the backs of the shoulders. You can even close your eyes and focus on your breathing. And slowly press the hands to the floor. Rise up to tabletop. Tuck the toes in, lift the knees off the floor to come into downward facing dog. From here, step your left foot forward, right heel comes down to the floor and rise up into triangle pose. Hands parallel to the floor, palms facing forward, lean to the side, left hand onto the left shin and right hand up to the sky. Be here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring both hands on either side of the left foot. Turn your right foot in so that heel to heel is in line. You can even use 2 blocks here to support yourself as we move into pyramid pose or Parshvottanasana. Don't forget to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up slightly, reduce the stance between your feet and let's revolve the triangle pose, taking your right hand onto the outside edge of the left foot. Now this is important, we often tend to get confused here. So my right little finger is next to my left little toe. So you're twisting. Let's hold this for a count of 5. If you're finding this challenging, you can also do this over a block. You can have a block under your right hand. You can even have a chair in front of you. Place your right elbow on the chair and then add in the twist. For 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unwind and come back up to the starting position, which is here, wide-legged stance. Taking the right foot out this time, left foot turns in, coming into triangle pose on this side, palms facing forward, right side, right hand on the right shin, left hand up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Moving into pyramid pose, pointing the left toes forward, heel to heel in line. Use your blocks if needed. And let's be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reduce the stance, step the back foot in, take your left hand out, right hand up. Now remember, it's a twist, so my left little finger is next to my right little toe. Let's be here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's make our way back to a standing position or Udita Hasta. Join both the feet together. Take a deep breath. Let's transition for the next sequence. We will go back to downward facing dog. Find your position, and from here we will twist this posture. So take your right hand towards your left ankle and then look from underneath the left shoulder. Let me show it to you on this side as well. Taking my left hand to the right ankle and then twisting to look underneath the right shoulder. That's what we're doing, but we will do it on the opposite side first. So starting with the right hand towards the left ankle, pull yourself closer towards your quads and then look through underneath the left shoulder for a count of 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, almost there, and 1. Release, come back to downward facing dog. Let's switch sides, right hand firmly planted on the floor, left hand grabs hold of the right ankle and we twist. Just finding a little more opening in the shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, back to downward facing dog and bring the right foot forward between the palms, left knee down. Create a little more space between the 2 feet. Left palm firmly on the floor, right hand goes up into this mild twist and hold. If you would like, you can even do a variation. Tuck the left toes in, lift the left knee off the floor and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Switching sides, go back to downward dog. Bring the left foot forward this time, right knee on the floor and twist. You can even do the variation, that's optional. Tuck the toes in, lift the right knee off the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Go back to downward facing dog. Drop the knees to the floor, cross the ankles behind and come into a sitting position on your mat. Let's move into a spinal twist, seated spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So straighten both the legs. Bend the right knee, take the right foot across, hug the right leg with the left hand. When you're twisting, you always hug with the opposite hand. So get that twist in, hug the knee to the chest, twist to the right and look back over your right shoulder. Let's be here for 5. Make sure that the left toes are pointing towards the sky, the left leg is not passive. So keep it active for 4, 3. If you would like to make it a little more intense, you can take the elbow across the knee and use that as leverage to twist a little deeper. 2, and 1, and release. We'll repeat this with the other leg. Hug the left leg in, take it to the other side. So left foot across the right knee, always hugging with the opposite hand. So I will hug the left knee with the right hand. Place the left palm on the floor and look back. Right leg stays active for 5, 4. Remember, you can do the variation. Take the elbow across to get a little deeper twist. 3, 2, last one, and release. Straighten this leg as well, coming into a Very nice and very comfortable twisting posture. It's one of my favorite twisting postures, which is Bharadvajasana, and it has a number of variations. We will do a more accessible variation so all of us can practice it. Coming into a zigzag seated position like this. So my right toes are pointing back like this. Try to avoid this sickling action with your feet. Always make sure the toes are pointing back. I will just adjust the mat. Toes are pointing back. The left foot is pressing across against the right thigh. This is one variation. If you would like, you can lift this foot up and place it in a Ardha Padmasana style posture onto your right thigh. From here, grab hold of your left knee with your right hand, lengthen the spine, left hand behind and twist. If this becomes comfortable, you can place this hand on the floor, press your right fingers with your left knee and twist. For 5 more. 4. Again, if you would like, you can do any of the variations, which is one of these is this. You can now grab hold of the toes with the opposite hand. 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's switch sides. Just getting into the zigzag position on this side now. The left toes are pointing back, right foot against the left thigh. Grab hold of the right knee with the left hand, right hand behind to straighten the spine and look back. For 5, 4. Again, feel free to choose any variation that you would like. 3, 2, 1 and release. Excellent work done. Let's start concluding the practice. We've done a lot of twists, so we need to reset the spine. So to begin with, come into any cross-legged position and let's add in a forward bend. Place your hands forward on the floor in front of you and start walking your hands. Wherever you can reach is good enough. You don't have to go all the way down. All I want is for you to feel a little intensity and a little bit of a resetting sensation in the lower back. If you can bring your forehead to the floor. Or you can just keep your forehead on a block, or you can even just be here. Wherever you feel that sensation is the right posture for you. Let's be here for a couple of breaths. Take this time to start relaxing your breathing, making your exhalation longer, trying to become more mindful, more aware of how your body is responding to each breath. On an inhale, rise up and switch the cross of your legs. Bring the opposite leg forward and let's add in that forward bend. An interesting fact is that most spinal twisting postures are named after different sages of Hatha Yoga, be it Ardha Matsyendrasana, which is named after the founder of Hatha Yogic practices, Matsyendranath. There is Marichiyasana, there is Bharadvajasana, which we practice today. And that's probably because spine has a very close connection to ancient yogic meditative practices. On an inhale, rise up. Good work. Come back to your mat. Come into a lying down position. And from there, bring both knees into the chest. Hug them in. And on an exhale, lift your forehead to bring your knees closer to your nose, or bring your nose actually between the knees. Hug the knees in and hold this. Keep breathing, rolling yourself up into a little ball. And inhale, release. Legs back down on the floor. Straighten your legs. Palms facing up and move into Savasana. I would recommend you do at least 3 to 6 minutes of Savasana here. You can always follow up this practice with some pranayama and meditation. This is where I leave you to your practice. Thank you so much for joining me today.